The way I wrote it. Now I have another speech here, but I won't use it. I've just spoken with Ben Horsley. He congratulated me. You heard that. And he pledged his support, as you heard. He waged a vigorous campaign, and I think all of you recognized he came on strong at the end, and he turned this into a horse race. No pun intended. He's a talented young man, and I think he has a bright future. He's also a brilliant political tactician. I look forward to having him on our side in the general election. I owe many thanks to, and more thanks than I can express to everyone that made this victory possible. Let me just say, it's been incredible to see first one, two, a few, family, then dozens, and ultimately hundreds of people that have come out and supported me. The success of this campaign has been built on tens of thousands of dollars of contributions, but more importantly, thousands of hours of volunteer work and thousands of dollars of in-kind contributions from many, many willing supporters. I've borrowed one of the themes of this campaign from my company's official mission statement. We talk about enriching lives and creating community. What my partners and I hope to do through our architecture is to make people's lives better and to build our communities. And my important goal is precisely the same. If I have the chance to serve you, I will work to improve your life by reducing government interference, and I will pursue policies that strengthen our communities, including the families and businesses that are the core fabric of our society. I mentioned my partners, and in a way, I have a partner, Wally Cooper, who's actually participating and supporting us tonight in a way, even though that's unintentionally. And more than 30 years ago, he designed a rustic hotel in St. George. The owner of that hotel approached him a couple of years later and said he would like to build a duplicate of that hotel in North Salt Lake. My partner Wally said that would not be appropriate in North Salt Lake and declined to do it. A couple years later, this hotel appeared, exact copy of what Wally had done. So he is in fact here in spirit, unwillingly though. Let me share just a couple of statistics about the things we did during this campaign to spread our message. We reached 30,000 subscribers 2 different times via the Clipper, via advertisements in the Clipper. We mailed 18,000 letters and cards. Since the convention, we raised an additional $12,000 from donors. We visited 9,500 doors. We made 4,000 personal calls to voters. We dialed 4,000 numbers for our telephone town hall. We posted 650 signs, that is including the ones we posted more than once. Maybe it was almost 700 by the time we got through all that reposting. We mailed surveys to almost 2,000 citizens, and we received 40 responses. And you might think that's not very much, but the typical response rate on bulk mail is 1%. We doubled that. We lost 10 pounds just within the Nielson family from walking all those neighborhoods. Most of it was mine. We hosted 7 Meet the Candidate events, attended by about 125 voters. We had at least 6 newspaper articles, letters to the editors, and opinion pieces authored by or about the campaign, published in local newspapers. I had the privilege of speaking in major forums, including the Davis County Exchange Club, the Davis County 912 Group, Comcast's local on-demand service, and KSL's Nightside Project, which we'll listen to over here. We posted a large banner and a billboard, and we hosted a remarkable fundraising reception at the JSMB. I'm not going to answer that. We'll talk to him in a minute. And we participated in a joint candidate forum with my opponent. And I did crash a party, I'm sorry. But I'll have you know that I received an invitation to that party in the mail. So, just like you, just as you did. Anyway, this campaign, I'll be brief. We acknowledge that the family is under siege. We've proposed tangible measures we can take to defend the family and preserve the values and the qualities that matter most. We've focused on quality education and vibrant economic development. These two are inseparable because we cannot have strong economic development if we do not have a vibrant education system and a well-educated workforce. Likewise, we cannot have the education our children deserve if we do not have a strong economy to generate the tax revenue needed to pay for good schools. finally, we focused on creative problem solving. I'm convinced that most of the issues I will face in November, if elected, will be complex enough that I will not be able to respond to them with a memorized answer. My approach to understanding complicated issues and developing appropriate responses is to find the people who know better, the experts, and ask questions and listen and learn. To listen to their voices of experience, and bring the stakeholders to the table, forge solutions, and work to build a consensus that everyone can live with. I look forward with anticipation to the opportunity of applying these problem-solving problems as in the interest of our neighbors and friends across the 19th Ledge District in order to strengthen our families, enrich lives, and build community. As we move forward to November, my message will be the same as it has been so far, namely a lifetime of experience, including more than 40 years in the political arena. I was a little bit young when that started. 6 years of public service with the Reagan administration. Oh, back to that 40 years. I was the only boy in my kindergarten class that was just devastated when Goldwater lost. So that experience in politics, 6 years of public service with the Reagan administration, and real-world private sector experience over 20 years as an architect, a business owner, and a chief financial officer. That experience has prepared me to represent you like nothing else could. The support I've received from across the political spectrum, even from people with whom I have fundamental philosophical differences, means that I will be able to bring multiple interests together, build coalitions, and forge consensus on the difficult issues that face state governments. Again, I cannot thank you enough for your support and for everything each one of you has done to make tonight's victory possible. Now on to November.